Click button. It is episode 35. Oh my god. All your bases are belong to us.
I have a custom meme of me drawn in that, by the way, somewhere that someone made when I won a Magic tournament.
Quality antique memes.
And it was like, all your bases are belong to Fletch. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
So, you guys are
In a base.
in a base with a bunch of friendos.
The Constantine that's here is now consoling the Constantines that are all confused and trying to bring them together.
A few of these guys say we're gonna send like 2 operatives up ahead. They're gonna be in stealth mode. They'll report back and give us a game plan.
Fireball!
Ooh! Foot gives thumbs up to them.
Is Fireball a game plan?
Fireball.
I mean, it is for Fireball.
You see these 2 who both say, who both tell you their names. This one's called, the one that's near Kato is called Fred, and this one's called Georgina. And then they head off.
I'll be honest, I thought for a second you were talking about the Constantines, so I was like, wait, they introduced their names? Constantine and Constantine.
Yeah, so Kato's gonna help the Constantine that is already sorted with consoling and counseling the other Constantines and getting them into like a, hey, so if you guys want to help out, you could just like shoot all of those robots to the 3 other Constantines. That would be amazing.
Fireball! Fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball!
Fireball.
Fireball.
I don't know what I'm saying to him, but he seems to enjoy it.
Fireball.
As long as nothing else is catching on fire, I take that as a good sign.
My god, that's so inappropriate, what you just said to him.
Fireball. Ugh.
Wink, Fireball.
Scandalous. You're on a mission.
So we're just waiting for the 2 that went ahead to come back with their scouting report.
Oh, that is the wrong thing. Yeah, they both return. They become visible right behind you.
Fireball!
Ah!
Like, so we're back. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news
Fireball.
first.
I was gonna say both, but yeah, either or.
The bad news is this place is full of those weird things that we fought in the first room. The good news is we've almost eliminated all of the, like, Constantine clones and robots that are, like, keeping them under wraps. There's just 1 unit left right behind those doors.
So if we make the Constantines, move back so they don't get taken over and start shooting us, and we just kill the robot first?
Yeah. There's 1 robot. We can go in and like stab the robot to get to sneak up on the robot, but ultimately you kind of have 2 choices.
Fireball?
If the Constantines are okay with it, since they're the only one, since there's only literally 1 like robot that can control them left. We were thinking us and them could go through the facility and either be the vanguard and take down like a large chunk of them, and you guys deal with the stragglers, or we could deal with the stragglers and you guys could take on like the bulk of them.
Fireball! Fireball!
It's kind of the tactical decision's up to you guys.
Option 1 sounds like we die less. Because, there's more of you, and you're much more apt at this whole, like...
Yeah, you have that armor thing that protects you from their, like, really worst attacks. Also, you have the Constantines on your side. Also, there's only, like, a couple of us. Secondly, that robot on the other side of the door, You could just throw yeet me at that. This tends to mess them up pretty good. Clenches a fist, lightning crackles up his arm.
Cool. Well, if
So-
that's the case, you guys will want to take this exit,
Okay.
and we will go deal with the. I mean, we'll go deal with the Constantines in the next room, and we'll recruit them on our mission to go and take down the bulk of them. If you guys go through and deal with the stragglers in the other direction.
I'm just gonna ask the Constantines. Hey, are you okay with that? Do you really want like to kill those weird mind flayer things? And all the Constantines will of course be like, yes, they must all die.
Sounds like a plan. Fist into palm.
Cool. So, if you got, they also say that there's some stragglers in these 2 rooms.
What rooms?
There are 2 rooms over in this direction. Hang on,
On the west end of the room.
I might need to reveal slightly more so that you can see doors that I think I should have already revealed. Can you see doors on that side of the room?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can see doors, can't see like past them.
Yeah, that's the intention. Because you haven't opened them yet.
Yep, cool.
But they say that they think there's people behind there.
Steve says he'll go with the these people, and Fireball seems to want to go with the straggler people.
Cool.
But Steve, you're a core member of our party.
Yeah, you're one of us. You're not one of the soldiers. No offense, soldier guys. Just, he travels with us.
They say none taken.
We've
Well,
come
Yes,
a
but
long
the-
way, Steve, since the time we almost killed each other in a fight in the spaceship.
Ben Oren.
That was fun sparring.
Ben Oren asks which group you'd like him to go with.
I mean, there's only a couple of us. We could use extra firepower.
This is your
Just,
dimension.
just a suggestion.
I mean, or maybe the group that's dealing with the majority of people could use all the extra firepower they could get.
This is true.
It really depends on if Steve's going with. If Steve's going with them, I think he's extra firepower for them, and you should come with us.
Yeah, exactly. He can make with the smites on their side.
For reference, I don't think Steve has much left. Yeah, he's literally got nothing left in terms of smites or rages.
Well, that seems like a problem for Steve.
Seems like a problem for everyone, actually.
And he's on 1 hit point, but he
That
can't die.
seems like a. That seems like a problem. Yep. These are all things that are problems.
Steve, you are regenerating to half your HP currently. And since
Oh.
we're out of combat, you are just at half HP.
Okay.
Because you're a Revenant, remember?
Yeah, that's the thing Revenants do. They're practically Deadpool, like an evil Deadpool. Got a sick healing factor.
Yes, evil Deadpool.
Quote. Dr. Evil quote. Evil.
Steve is pretty hard to kill. And very hard to kill permanently.
Short of a disintegrate, perhaps? Question mark.
It would take a lot. I mean, even then, he'd just come back to life eventually.
Where do you think I was gonna go? Detroit?
It's very hard to take Steve down fully.
Anyway.
Steve said he'll go and help these guys.
Team stragglers. Ben
No.
Oren will also go supervise Team stragglers, because seems that's the most appropriate place for him.
Yeah, one team has 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 people, and we have 3. Steve makes 4, Ben Owen makes 5, and those tokens up there are Kato's sprites, is that right? Have we lost
Oh
Graham?
yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
Also, oop. Who'd we lose? Graham. We lost Graham.
Okay, I'm back.
Right, we can hear you. Great.
Also, you see from the corner of the room, this boy comes out.
Fireball.
Followed.
You recognize this person, as all of these people like stand at attention when they see him.
Fireball.
Come to join the fight finally.
Well, I wouldn't leave my comrades to just, die in vain. I see we've already lost 2.
You are.
You are.
Yeah.
Correct.
Formally introduced.
Sorry, I'm just bad with names.
I suppose I'll lead my group to take down this RU fellow.
He's despicable. You're wipe him from the face of the earth, or
Yeah,
whatever place this is.
Yeah, he's basically an amalgamation of all them evil governments that you've been fighting on your side.
Very well. We'll head up in this direction. You see that he's like reading a report as he's talking to you. We'll head up in this direction, take down the bulk of them. If you guys head up in that direction and clear these 2 rooms, and just deal with stragglers, that should be good.
Neat.
Alright, everybody, move out. And then you see these 3 in the back disappear. And then you hear fighting in the other room.
It's
And a bunch of other people waiting to breach.
Steve will stand here to go with them.
Yeah.
And didn't we say Steve was Team Stragglers?
And then these lot all run through the room and disappear.
Sadly, we can't stop him.
No,
So
well, he's picked his side.
So they think we should take this exit, but there might be stragglers through here.
Yeah.
that what you
Fireball will go with it to this door. And keep saying Fireball at the door whilst also like sort of leaning right up against it. Fireball! Fireball!
I mean, shouldn't we see exactly what's in the room before we just carpet bomb the whole place?
Can the lightning methods open the other door, please?
Sure.
I can't move them, so that's why I'm...
Yeah. They open this door.
Yep.
And through there, you guys see... Oh, no. The reveal button has failed to work. That's how
Yay!
If we wanted like a session bingo, the reveal button failing to work is one of the bingo is like...
There you go. Found a boy. He's sitting there. Looks like he's preparing some strange instruments.
He's pouring a cup of tea.
Fireball?
Oh,
He's in a surgical suite. Be very unhygienic, but yes, he is doing that.
these things weren't immune to fire, right?
Don't think they were, no.
Are you wanting us to roll initiative, or can we do something when the door opens and we see it?
It's initiative time.
Okay.
I mean, I was just gonna shout, Fireball, do the thing!
Can,
Because he seems to go off when when Cold shouts, do the thing!
can you
Hang
roll
on,
the...
I need to clear the turn order first. If you give me a second.
How dare you not do that? What kind of awful DM wouldn't have remembered to do that?
I did remember to do that, but people rolled before I could do that.
Oh,
Sorry, I was too hyped to die.
Too hyped to die. You're fighting one of them. You got this.
17
That we
plus
can see. And
23.
we're fighting one of them that we can see.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no more after this. Oh, and then I also need to.
why is that the thing that popped into my head when you said that, Graham? Too hyped to die, too depressed to live.
No, I'm too hyped to live, too depressed to die. That feels like it works better. I don't know why.
This is scroll. Cool. And this person gets a. Just quickly roll them and then change their number to what it is. There we go. And boop. Alright, up first, it's unsurprisingly Punchy Lightning Boy.
Use an onslaught to zip around him and go in for a hit and try and stun this thing.
Very well.
Roll with advantage because onslaught is a thing. Does 20 hit? I'll take a 20 hits.
20 does hit, and you also notice the lightning does a little bit extra damage than you originally thought it might have.
Ooh, he gets a con save.
And, 1 second. Cool. And then this boy makes his con save. 13.
That fails, he's stunned. He can't do jack.
He is a stunned boy. On
He's
his
stundy
turn.
boy.
He becomes unstunned, but now it's no longer his
Uh,
turn. So you
Elbow.
guys- Oh wait. Yeah, go for it.
Lightning zaps in, elbow drop to the back of the head, and then as it flops to the ground, just keeps on pummeling.
That is-
And a regular flurry of blows. So another key point there. Damn, son! This is essentially like a Dio Brando ground and pound where he's like punching the steamroller.
and
Just
Muda,
ground.
Muda,
He-
Muda,
he
Muda.
he looks bloodied by all of this.
He looks bloody upset.
Nice.
He looks like that lightning damage Friday.
No, not lightning.
It's one of my weaknesses.
I guess you can say you found that combo pretty shocking.
Boo.
Stunned silence.
One person at the back is just like. That's my turn, by the way.
Yeah, Rat, get him.
Yes.
Rat
Rat
who
him.
is riding snacks.
Because it was that or leave him in the other universe.
What a boy.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to remember what because I always forget what the key stuff is. What's the key one for more punches?
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Where the hell is that on my list? Is that just 0.2 hits?
It's just more punch.
It-
1 point
it's
for
one-
2 more hits.
Yeah.
One key point for 2 more attacks, yeah.
Okay. So 4 attacks, please. Please and sir.
Do those attacks. You
Nope.
hit that boy.
Nope. Yes.
Miss, and you hit. He looks pretty hurt.
Sadly, Snacks goes after, so could not give the help action. But I can make darkness!
He looks very hurt, actually. But, continuing on to Fairy Ball.
No, I'm not worried about what's gonna happen next, or for the rat, because should have the same thing. But Snacks, though, I'm looking at him worried.
Fireball
Huh?
has a single target attack.
He also has sculpt spells.
He does.
Ooh.
So at
I swear to God, scope
It-
spells is
it-
my favorite class feature. So good.
If you click on your fireball macro, it should let you choose what level you want to cast it at. It should bring up a drop-down menu.
yes, I will be casting it at 3rd level, directly onto the Squid Boy, and I will be choosing. Oh no! I will cast it at 4th level.
Oh, Snacks, my baby.
He's got scope spells. It'll be fine. You can protect up to 4 creatures.
No, up to 5. It's +1 to the level of spell.
I don't think it counts if you upcast it, judging by the, DM question. Does it count if you upcast it,
What,
or is it if you're casting Fireball at 4th level and using scoped spells? Are you able to protect 5 creatures? Because the scoped spells states you're able to protect up to a number
So
of
it's-
creatures up to the spell's level +1. But does it count if you
so
upcast it?
I think if you upcast it, it's fine. Yeah.
It's
Cool.
1 plus the spell's level.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it counted if you upcasted it. I thought it was like the base level, or whether it was like the level it is cast at. Cool.
So 27, and a dex save, DC 17 from Fireball.
You'll try and make that save. Oh no, you're. I actually know he's stunned. He automatically fails. This boy gonna have to roll a con save.
Fireball.
Which he fails. He burns up into a crisp.
Fireball.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Alright, Kate, it's your turn.
Initiative's over. There are no enemies. It's all good.
Okay, just need to do the same for the next room then.
Lightning guys, go open the next door.
I mean, Fireball was going to try and push it open.
I just didn't want to put Fireball in harm's way.
Sure, Fireball.
Wait.
They want to like want to sort of get to where you're standing, Fireball.
Wait,
You move out of the
is it-
way.
Wait, since I was in the radius of the Fireball,
Yes, you can heal off the fire.
I healed 27.
Yes.
Cool beans.
Fireball, the methods sort of want to get past you. Do you allow them?
Yeah, meanwhile,
Move
the
out of the way?
Yeah, I let them.
Sure. These methods are gonna try and open this door, and that reveals. Bada 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 bada.
Meow, 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 meow.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Another boy who has his readied action trigger. If you'd all like to make me a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Wow, that's a long distance.
Do I need to do that? Because I haven't left the room yet.
Rat is fine.
And Snacks. Yeah.
I am.
And
Colt is not.
Ooh, saved. Ooh.
Fireball's okay, Kato's okay, Colt is less okay, and these 2 lightning methods, which I've just realised, because lightning methods aren't actually a thing.
Don't actually have stats.
They do not have stats, no. So I'm just gonna say that they have,
Give me a second.
I'll just find fire methods and they have the same saves as them, so that's easy.
Lightning method. Int -2.
Ooh.
Cool.
Smart boys.
Let's roll these stats. Let's see here. -2. Boop, boop. One of them made it. But everyone who fails takes 20 psychic damage, and you are stunned. Everyone who succeeds, you take 10 psychic damage, and you are not stunned. One of your lightningy boys looks very injured. And one looks kind of injured, but not as bad as the other one.
Okay.
Fireball.
Paul just drops down to one knee. Like, blood's just trickling down his nose.
Initiative?
Yep.
I just thought of a really good idea.
Got a very good idea.
I know, that's a rarity for me.
Other guy gets that. Good to know. Oop. Everybody rolled up.
Yes.
First up is Fiery Ball.
I believe technically it's Kato. No, it's not Kato. It's Colt.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Colt.
but I'm stunned though, so
This is
no
true.
I can do really.
Colt
It
goes
just means
to
your stun wears off after this round, right? Like.
Fiery Ball. I believe he's stunned for a minute, I think. Yes, he's stunned for a minute.
Fireball.
What do you do?
Fireball at 4th level.
Sure.
Uh,
Bring the fire, Fireball.
I will be putting the fireball. I will place the fireball.
It's fine. You can put the fireball far enough back where it won't hit anyone in the room.
I'll place it here.
Also, scoped spells doesn't have a max on how much you can use it. So
Yeah.
there's that.
So, what level are you fireballing at?
4th.
Sure. Cool.
That three fires. That is that already added on to the?
No, that is separate.
Okay,
No,
so it's
only.
up to 28.
Cool. It's looking a
Fireball.
little bit hurt by that. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Kato.
I am going to create a lightning cloud in that room and then call lightning at it.
Cool.
Please make me a DC 16 dexterity save or take 29 lightning damage.
Oh yeah, hang on. It needs to make its dexterity save from the last time. I need to remember to do those. It succeeds. It takes off of that, and it fails your one.
Lightning. And then Kato is
then
gonna shift.
29 lightning damage. Jeez. Okay. It's very hurt by
And Kato's
that.
gonna shift to there. So that he's not obviously in line of sight. That is Kato's turn.
Cool. Okay, it's already bloodied. Ratatatata.
Ratatatatata. What level are we?
Right.
We are level 11, I believe.
Good. I'm glad I checked that. My martial dice went up.
Yeah, you should be running D6s right now. Or
I
is
mean-
it D-
Yeah.
D8. Although it doesn't matter because the main attack
Oh,
I
yeah.
use is 2D8 anyways.
Yeah, I keep getting mixed up because I'm multi-classed, so I have to wait another 2 levels for D8.
Okay.
Go Ratata.
Ratata. Use Hyperfang.
I'll be back in a minute. Keep going.
Okay. Uno Betty. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Con
It
save.
almost dodged, but it missed. It's mistimed its dodge. Constitution.
Oh god. What is my con save? I don't know. I think that
8
passes.
plus your proficiency plus your wisdom.
Okay, 1 second.
I think it should be
40 in.
12 plus whatever your thing is. I don't know what your
Yeah.
proficiency bonus is actually. Yeah.
Only a 2, so it's 40 in. I'll write that
It
down.
succeeds.
Uh,
Oh,
then I will punch again. Come
very
on.
well. Punch
Come on.
away.
There you go.
Ow.
Nice.
Okay.
How's it looking?
And then very injured, but still up.
Fuck it. I'll just spend a key point to do 2 more attacks. It makes more sense than using 1 key point to maybe stun.
Yeah, especially when it's got an 8 Constitution.
Cool. That's gonna hit.
Ooh. And then, of
that's
course, that
gonna-
last one had to do 2.
And that's gonna even with the 9. That kills, but
Kills a butt.
it's okay.
God damn
It's
it.
fine. All good. Is that your turn?
I will move to the other side of it.
It's its turn. Ratatatata. Does 26 hit?
I'm gonna say yes. With an ASA of 12.
Please make me a con save.
But my constitution is so high.
Oh, and a strength save.
Oh, wow.
Well, your con is fine, but is your strength okay?
No.
Cool. You are grappled by this thing's many tentacly things that all seem to be making weird sounds.
Joke's on you. I'm into that.
And now, the real question, does this hit?
Yes.
You take 58 piercing damage
Wha-
as it tries to
Well,
suck your brain out.
the rat is dead.
No, the MVP.
What?
Well, at least I don't need to figure out. I was just about to do that minus 15, but rat has 58 health anyways, so
Do you not have, like, can you uncanny dodge that?
not when I'm grappled.
It's only deck saves as well, I think.
No, no, there's one that's, like, attacks.
What, like regular monk ability?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking about a different class.
I
Apologies.
was gonna say that's a rogue
wrong-
thing. That.
Yeah,
Wrong thought. I
you
thought
were
you were a
think-
rogue for some reason. I don't know why I thought you were a rogue for some reason.
He is using Shadow Blade, to be fair.
Well,
Do me a favour, Joseph, just for fun. Give me a con save. Let's just see if it would have been smarter to have done the stunning strike. Let's get a nat 1. God damn it. Hello?
Sorry, I had to deal with a thing.
Okay.
What? I missed all of that. What?
I said,
could you make a con save a second?
please.
Yeah.
Okay, still would have passed. I was just curious which was the smarter option.
So wait, the rat is dead, correct?
Yeah, the
Yes.
rat's been gone to 0 hit points.
Very well. Ratatatata. We'll come back to you in a second. For now, it's Snax's turn. What does Snacks do? Hides. Got it. It's now this guy's turn. He's gonna... deal... It needs to make a con save as he comes here and casts Thunder Wave. Con, which it fails, and it's literally impossible for it to make the con save because double 24 is just too high. Itar is dead, And this happens on initiative count 0, which just happens to be now anyway, but also as soon as combat is over. Rat. You're in a very shadowy place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing offering you salvation in exchange for it having more power.
Squeak.
But you are a rat.
Squeak.
So it puts a small amount of cheese on its hand.
Squeak! Squeak.
Does rat go and try and get on its hand
Ooh.
and eat cheese?
Wait a minute. Even though this is... It's... Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak. I meant to click persuasion. 2 bits of cheese.
Another bit of cheese appears on its hand.
Shadowy cheese hand.
It is shadowy.
Shadow cheese.
With both hands, it grabs the cheese.
Very well. Rat, you're alive, but everybody else notices that the rat is now seemingly made of shadow at this point. Rat.
Where's my cheese? I've been conned!
You are holding shadow cheese.
Ooh, how's it taste? Shadowy.
Surprisingly nice
Hey,
to you. 'Cause you are made of
Dangerously
shadow
cheesy.
now.
the mouse cheese rat, happy, nom nom nom.
You are on 50% of your total max hit points,
Cool.
as you are now made of shadows.
Everyone looks in and is like, sure, that's fine?
I
You're-
see no
everybody
problems.
Everybody else clearly also, like, when that thing basically explodes, you do see the rat's tiny brain in the corner.
Weird.
Let's just
I mean,
pick that up.
Kate,
Might need that later.
Kato, you know your animals. Is that normal for them?
Give me a second. Nature. Yeah, it seems pretty normal. to me.
Ah,
It all adds up to
shadowy rat holding its own brain.
You may want to put that back in, but apart from that,
Not a clue.
Just wears it like a hat. Oh god, now I look like I look like a mind rat.
We just need to find a second rat that's really skinny. Then we'll have Pinky in the brain.
Hey, we've got snacks. That's close enough.
Yes.
Oh, nature's intelligence. Let's do an intelligence check when Snacks comes out and sees.
What does Snacks think about all this?
Snacks does somehow better than everyone else with a -2. Sorry, -4.
Snacks looks
What?
at this and thinks that something, you're not quite sure what, but something might be off.
Something doesn't look right about this, but I just can't put my finger on what it is.
Ben Oren looks at this
Come on,
and
do better than
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
else, NPC.
You're a big brainy
Ben-
guy. You'll know what's
Ben-
wrong.
Ben
If this is
Oren-
okay.
Ben Oren nat wand it, so
Oh my god!
Ah.
It's not a hard check, guys. It's a shadow with a brain on its head.
He looks at this and is like, yeah, rats have done this, I'm pretty sure.
Also, this is a different universe for Ben Oren, right? Like, he
Yeah,
may
yeah,
not-
maybe this is normal here. Like,
Uh,
I don't know that. I've never seen a rat do it back home, but maybe in this world this is what rats do.
Fireball rolled a 19.
Fireball, you know that this is not a thing that a rat typically does. Would you like to try and convey that to the rest of the pie?
Gesturing to the rat, I'll say, Fireball! Fireball, fireball. Fireball, whilst also pointing at my brain. or where my brain would be if I was a rat. Fireball, 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 fireball.
Fireball seems very enthusiastic about fireballs all of a sudden, everyone else.
The rat it makes you feel so much better. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Does Code 13 and Insight put two and two together that the fireball is trying to draw attention to the rat and saying this isn't right? Or is he just like, what? Or is he just like,
Fireball, roll performance.
or is Code just like, what's that fireball? Timmy's fell down the well.
Roll performance, Fireball. See how good you are. Oh, even with that like insight roll, that's not the best. You're like convinced that Fireball is trying to tell you like Fireball thinks that something is not right with the rat, but you and everyone else seem to agree that the rat is like totally normal. Like your opinion is still that the rat is fine. You just know that Fireball's opinion that the rat is a bit weird.
Well,
Fireball.
I guess we'll find out for sure when we get the rat back to Croc. He'll know. It's his rat.
Now, Kato, can you roll me a history check?
You want me to roll a history?
I do want you to roll a history.
Use your intact brain.
Is that high enough to help?
Everything's fine. Anyone else can roll history if they want to.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Never
okay.
mind. Cold,
Come on, Fireball. This is our time.
18.
Nat 20!
Knows, Fireball and the rat both remember. Would both of you like to convey that to your character's best ability?
Oh, yes. Squeak, squeak. Oh, yeah, squeak, squeak.
Fireball.
Fireball? Fireball, fireball? Fireball.
Ben
Fireball.
Oren from behind you, Kato, says, by the way, he rolled a 30 on his history check.
Oh, yeah, you gotta one-up us, Ben.
He did roll a natural 20. He approaches you, Kato, and says, hey, so you should probably pick up your, like, mirror portal, because it only stays as a portal for, like, so long. So you should probably go get your mirror.
But how are you guys getting home?
Well, you know, you'll have the mirror.
Oh, good point. I'll go grab the mirror portal and come back.
Cool.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm gonna, unless you grant him a short rest during this, I'm gonna use second wind for some heals.
Fair enough, you second wind. Kato quickly nips back to pick up the mirror. Then where would you like to go?
I believe these stairs.
Fireball walks up these stairs.
I will
Fair
follow the fireball. The fireball is, I assume, putting out some light.
The fireball is putting out some light.
Yep, likewise.
Scroll up a small amount, you should now see some stairs.
Snacks will be in the rear because it takes him twice as long.
Yes, 'cause Snacks has to squeeze through these small areas.
Unlike when we got here, he actually has a reason to squeeze through now.
Yeah.
Oh, I zoomed out too much.
Fireball, fireball.
Oh god, that was close.
You've all disappeared into shadow. Where have you gone?
Up.
If you look up,
You have to zoom out and scroll up and you'll see some stairs.
Okay, I think I just found them.
be right back 1 sec.
Since he's disappeared, I'll do the same likewise. Be right back.
Is it sad that I think I've pulled a muscle in my neck doing the Batman voice?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh. Joseph's got the right idea. Don't do voices.
We will need to work out what the answer to my question about Professor Both at some point.
Yes, I know. No worries. It's the normal thing of Owen also asked us about another character starting gold, and I'm like, that's a future Andrew problem. And then future Andrew has to deal with it. He's like, you fucking dick. I mean, what special things would Mr. Woofy have?
We can have this discussion later. I have ideas.
Because he has to have something special, because he's a special boy.
He's a good former professor of transmutation at a wizard school who's now a dog.
Who's a good boy? I have a PhD. Who's a good boy?
I have several PhDs in a professorship. Please stop patronizing.
She wants a belly scratched.
I am returned. How?
Yay.
I mean, that's technically the same with Fireball.
Which of you dares to open the door?
Fireball?
Fireball's gonna go open the door.
Do you want some expendable electrical boys to do it instead?
Fireball?
That's true. The expendable electrical boys, who are on like 2 and 12 hit points respectively, are ready to do this.
I would like. I will volunteer the 2 hit point electrical boy to do it if the fireball would like to not be at the front.
Fireball! He'll open the door.
Sure.
Okay.
Fireball. You open the door, and you see into the room.
Can I Fireball?
Well, first, you gotta roll some initiatives. Boopity doopity.
Oops.
Boop. Boop.
Oof, that is the lowest initiative I've had in a while. That's a bloody... It's a 5. Gives me another one. 12, 17.
Cool, and the lightning boys will go on your turn, Kato. Descending. Alright. First up, this boy, who is going to... Well, you are all conveniently together. Intelligence saves.
Does this go round corners and through
your-
walls?
It emanates from this point.
Does it go downstairs though?
It emanates from this point and is, I believe, a range of 20. So it would go to like there.
Ah, good.
So Rat is safe because Rat is like in the rear. But yes. Intelligence saves and Fireball's okay, but Fireball takes half damage. KO takes the full damage and is stunned.
So I take 10.
Yes.
7.
It doesn't actually. One
Does
of
it
the
reach?
methods might succeed, so I will roll one of them, but the other one is definitely dying. He dies. Now I have to. Okay, they both die. So can everybody within 5 feet of the methods make a dexterity save? And this guy takes his lumps.
Do you auto fail if you're stunned?
You
Ah,
do.
crap, yeah.
I got a 17 on the deck save.
Because you're all about to take
Cole,
2d.
you're also not in range of the methods.
Yes. Oh no, he is in range
Well-
of one of them. So
I was in range of the mind blast, so I'm stunned. But whatever this
yeah,
is, I'm not
the
in range of.
you're not in range of the methods. It's just Ben Oren and Kato who have to make 2 dex saves. Fireball only has to make 1.
I failed twice.
Oh, cool. Well, it's this one is much easier, because their dex saves are DC 11.
Yeah, but
Oh, but
I can't.
you auto-fail,
I'm
this is true.
stunned. I can't pass.
That means you take 20 damage from the 2 lightning boys exploding.
Hoist on my own petard.
What do I play?
You need to make. Oh, you made a dex save. You take half of 11 lightning damage, so you take 5 lightning
Fuck.
damage because it's rounded down.
Yay.
And your
Why
2
does
lightning-
everything I create hurt me?
And your 2 lightning boys die.
You're meant to die next to them, not next to us.
And that is what that boy will do on his turn. Snacks.
Hold action to help Rat if they can manage to get there.
Sure. Fireball.
Being very angry now, Fireball will
Cast fireball, I assume.
at 5th level.
Ooh, spicy.
It's a spicy meatball.
Uh, 29, 39, 41 damage.
Cool, they make that.
And I'm casting it.
Yeah, you can cast it in the back of the room. You can just put it like on that wall, and it goes to there. Oh, you put it here, so it just hits you. Yeah, so you get the healing off it.
Yeah. So I get 41 fire health.
This is true. Minus.
Dex save is 17. DC.
Yeah, 1 fails, 1 succeeds.
So 20 and then 41 for the other one.
Yep.
The one that took full damage, how hurt does it look?
It looks. It's not bloodied, but it is hurt.
Fireball will then go Fireball, and step back 5 feet.
It's now Ben Oren's turn, who is looking quite injured by all that lightning and stuff, but actually resisted a lot of the mental stuff. He is going to cast boopity 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 bop.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is a good one. Let's have them make. Let's have
Is
this
he
guy.
going to cast Fireball?
He's not. This guy's making a dex save.
Disgraceful.
Making a dex save.
You should cast Fireball. It's the only spell. It's the only spell worth knowing anyway.
And they're both about to take a lot of thunder damage. Specifically, 16 thunder damage, which you notice is more effective on these guys. So they take 32 damage. Cool, that's his turn. They look... at this point, one of them looks bloodied. Well, actually, yeah, one of them looks bloodied. The other is hurt, but still kicking.
I'm honestly just gonna hold back.
Fair enough. So Rat is choosing to do not a lot. I
Yeah,
suppose.
it's too confined and take too much movement to get there.
Fair enough. It's this boy's turn. Who's gonna stand here? And he's also gonna try. Actually, he's gonna shoot some lasers at Fireball. Do those hit?
Yes. All three do.
Pia, pia, pia.
So, 41, 50, 59.
Hey-ho.
Is
Tis your
that 50, 59? Oh, is it? No.
No, that's a 13 and 2 9s.
Yeah, sorry, I'm being sick.
Otherwise known as 31 damage.
Yes, no. For some reason, I was adding the 28 for some reason.
Kato, what's your turn doing?
Being stunned. That's my turn doing.
That's a great move. Colt, what's your turn doing?
Being stunned.
That's a good turn. Back to the top. It's this boy who is gonna try and zippity
Stun is
zap.
all I get.
No, actually, no. At the end of his turn, he can roll a thing, and he might be able to do that again, but not right now. Let's see. He's gonna try and laser the fireball.
I mean, he's probably gonna hit.
2, 3,
All three of those hit.
2, 3. Oof.
He goes unconscious after the second one hits.
In that case, he'll direct the final one at Ben Oren. Zippity zappity. Snacks! Ben Oren is pretty hurt as well now.
Just keep going. Fireball got
Very well.
this.
Fireball?
Is unconscious.
Death save.
Yeah, make it dance.
11.
You succeed.
Succeeds.
Okay, seeing that Fireball is down, and Fire heals Fireball, but also must kill enemy.
Can he cast Fireball?
He could, but then he'd, like, roast Kato.
What?
Well, he'd roast Kato, who's right next to Fireball, if he Fireballed.
Kato will be fine.
Because he can't sculpted spell.
Yeah. Can't he, like, push me forwards 5 feet?
Yeah, but that would be his action. And then he wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to cast anything.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm fine if he wants to go attack the bad guys.
Cool. Let's see. What damage does he roll on this? Cool. He disintegrates this guy.
Damn.
Ratatatata.
Keep going.
That's his only 7th level slot. So please use this wisely. What rat do?
That no do.
Rat no do. You're just leaving your comrades to all that.
Andrew having a break a minute. Corridor too tight.
Okay. Rat, make a wisdom save.
But I'm not very wise.
Actually, Rat, make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Uh,
17.
Rat, you are compelled to go and help your friends.
God damn it. That's cheating using DM things to make me do stuff.
Look, it's in the nature of the being. This is all part of the cheese-related deal.
I didn't accept cheese on the acceptance that the DM could use me.
Get going, Rat.
You used me for plot development.
Rat gotta get into gear.
I know, I'm calculating.
the nature of the thing that possesses the rat is good and thus wants to help.
Firebolt the fireball. No, not really. I'm not bothered.
Okay, so I can make it because again, I just remembered I'm a monk.
You are a
Yeah, you
monk.
should have all the wall running abilities in that.
You're
Squeak,
also tiny, so you can run through everyone's legs.
squeak,
That's
bitch.
true.
That as well.
Bop. Feel bop.
Bippity, bippity bop.
Ooh, 15 good bop.
15 is just enough.
And since I've
So-
accidentally clicked it again, I guess I'll use a key point to do 2 more. So, 19 again. So 19 and 19.
Cool. He looks pretty hurt by all that.
Like, mentally, it's like I've emotionally hurt him.
Yes. You've emotionally injured this thing.
And then I guess use what I've got left to move to the other side of it. I don't know why that's going to help, but it might. Actually, I suppose that is smart, because then if it uses an AoE, I'd at least not get hit.
Kato. I believe
I'm
he's still
gonna-
stunned.
I don't believe so.
Oh, sure. I think he's stunned for a minute.
Is it a minute? So yes, then
It
I'm
is
still
a-
stunned.
cool.
Because otherwise I was
Stunned.
going to save the life of our thing.
Stunned. His turn. He's gonna try and zippity zap the rat. And also he's gonna throw 2 at Benor and 1 at the rat.
Hey, good news. I was wrong about how low my AC is. Bad news, it's not that much higher than it was before.
Rat, you take 11 damage. Benorin takes 25. Benorin looking real hurt.
Rat looking real hurt.
That be his turn. Snacks.
Snacks cries.
Fireball.
Fireball, death save. Oof.
Oh!
Ben Oren, seeing how injured Rat be, seeing how injured Firebolt be, he almost went out right there. Ben Oren will cast. He has Fireball. Let's see. Can he position this in a way where it won't hit Rat and will hit Pot? Because, you know.
I mean, I think regardless, you're going to hit Kato if you're going to hit
Yeah.
the...
How healthy
Fireball.
does Kato look?
Kato is on just over a third of his health.
So not great.
Very well. Instead of doing that, he's just gonna try and, like, firebolt the fireball. Does a 19 hit fireball?
Yes.
And you regain 12 hit points
Yay.
as he firebolts you. Gets the kindling going back again.
Rubs 2 sticks together.
Ratatatata.
Excellent. It's the rat's turn. I can now be pedantic for no reason because it was funny. It's like, technically, should have had disadvantage on the firebolt. It's too late.
I mean, technically,
Actually.
technically, 19 was rolling with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's my turn. I broke my own brain there. Ooh,
He
running out.
rolled real well on both of his things.
One. Duh.
Oh.
Is it still up?
Yes, but it's very hurt. It's
Nice.
down. So it makes a con save. And it gets back up by just, and then it's got to be a 21. It fails and dies.
Yay for rat. Right.
You guys can wait here until you are unstunned and you are back to being fine.
Fireball will turn to Ben Oren and say,
but-
"Fireball, fireball."
Ben Oren will just focus some firebolts onto you to heal you up. You get very fire.
Does he understand Ignian?
No, he does not.
Fireball will say thank you very much in Ignian.
He can read it, but he cannot understand it. So you just talk to him, and he's like, "Okay, good fireball, fireballs you again."
How much? I'll find a bit of wood and I'll burn a message in it that says thank you.
He's like, "Oh, you're welcome, fireball."
I would like to say that everybody gets.
How much firebolt health do I get?
I mean, this guy can cast firebolt many a time.
Almost
everybody-
infinite.
So does he just fill
Everybody-
up?
Everybody gets 19 hit points, by the way, just for reference.
Yay.
sweet. Baron is
Nice, thank you.
very happy.
So I assume he fills me back up with fireball.
Yeah.
I am not using my other 5th level spell for again, but I'll put us back to a level where most of us could maybe survive with the next attack.
It'd be great to have a healer right now. Wonder what he's
Everyone
doing.
Everyone roll a perception check.
I mean, he has no healing left either. Steve.
I was more meaning Croc, who is the team's healer.
Cleric to healing.
I was just rereading my quickened healing ability, and I'm like, oh my god, that sucks actually.
Cool.
Yeah, I was thinking of using that, but then it's like, ooh, it's really expensive.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really expensive and it does nothing.
In the distance behind this door, it doesn't sound like it's coming from the room behind this door, but in the distance from behind this door, you hear the muffled sounds of like explosions, fighting, and laser exchanges.
Can I open the door? Can I go up to it and open the door very slightly so I can peek through?
The door, you would know that the doors like slide open, or open automatically when you approach.
Can I go through the door?
You would like to enter into the next room.
Yeah.
Very well. You enter into. Hang on, this is weird. This is a very slightly weirdly shaped room, so I have to reveal this in chunks.
Okay, weird thing that I keep noticing. Is it just me, or when you see those pictures, does anyone else think of, like... Oh my god, what's his name? Hellboy.
A little bit, yeah.
What, the guy in the court?
Yeah.
Fireball will...
Not initially, but nah, sorry. I haven't been thinking Hellboy.
Just for some reason...
If you were a tiefling, fine.
It's just like the outline.
Yeah, it's just because of the long brown coat.
Can I just cast Fireball here?
I mean, it's initiative time.
Right, cool. If you can't nat 1 twice in a row this time, could not believe that in the last initiative 2 nat 1s in a row.
And these common dudes will go on initiative count, whatever, 7. Great. All these guys are going on initiative count 7.
And Fireball will be screaming in Ignan.
724.
I'm going to kill everybody here. Get out of my way.
You're all rolled up on initiative?
Yeah, I think.
Cool. First up is Colt. What you doing? as you see a bunch of, as you hear Fireball open the door, and a bunch of researchers are like frantically gathering evidence. And
So they're
looking to you.
they're like not readying to attack. They're just like oh, and
Uh,
trying to like
the,
get all like
the, on-
crap together.
the only person who looks hostile towards you is this guy. Everyone else in the room just looks like they're trying to like download information or like gather stuff.
Colt will decide to leave that problem to like someone who knows what the hell they're looking at, like Oren or somebody, and
yeah,
prioritize what is like the actual big threat. And
also, you can see into that room.
as I run past.
Yeah.
For reference, Joseph, the circles around me are the light that I'm giving off.
Yeah.
30 feet of bright, and then an additional
What
30 feet of...
circles?
Only he can see them
Yeah, only I can see the circles of doom.
because they're really badly implemented in Roll20.
This is true.
Oh, a thing that's really badly implemented into Roll20? Never.
Ding, ding, ding! That's enough for the bingo board.
Lawrence, for now, we can turn them off because they're not very relevant because this place is well lit.
Okay.
But when you're in a dark area, we'll turn them back on. It's just because they take up a lot of the screen.
Con
Yeah.
save for Squidward, by the way.
Squidward's gonna make his con save. He will
Damn
make
it.
his con save.
Yeah, that'll pass.
And he will take
Takes that
Damage
amount of
from-
lightning damage.
lightning is time.
25. Screw it. Try again.
Plus 6. Yeah, go for more attacks. I want another con save.
Yeah.
Not
Screw it. Muda time. Gonna hit him some more. And not burn a load of key on more more stunning strikes.
cool. So.
Hey, I just remembered something else. You know how your key points are meant to go up when you level up?
Yeah.
Well, mine still says 8.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
bump that up.
That's not.
What still says 8?
Me key points.
It should be 11.
Oh, this
Excellent.
guy's on a nice amount of hit points.
1. Is it 1?
Oh, well, that...
No,
Nice.
it's not 1.
Oh, well, that's my turn then. I tried to stun him, but he's not having it.
Go on this guy, who is going to. He'll throw one tentacle at Colt, who needs to make a con and strength save, assuming a 28 hits.
You know what? I think it does.
And then 2 lasers at Fireball. Pya pya.
Both of those lasers hit.
You take 33 damage from the lasers, and Colt, you're fine on the strength save. And
What about the con, which was 19?
I believe you are. I believe you are just about okay on the con save as well.
So, how much damage did I take?
You took 14 psychic damage. And that is his turn. And basically, you are not infected and you are not grappled.
Yee.
Both good things to
Fiery.
hear.
Colt's like punching the thing away, and he's like, I've been infected by one of your tadpoles before. Not a fan. Punches again.
Fireball! Fireball is not happy when he gets shot. Fireball will cast Fireball at 4th level.
Do you make
but-
it so that the scientists don't get roasted, or you just like roast everything that's not me and my monk friend over there?
I will. I'll include the scientists.
Sure. Deck saves and also roll your fireball damage.
Will do.
Oh well, the hostile guy definitely fails.
I will be casting it there, just behind Colt. No, not Colt. Colt? No.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes, my name's Colt.
Colt is fine. You gain however much this. Actually, can you make a deck save?
Who, me?
No, fireball.
Eh.
Colt's immune, but fireball wants to take this damage to heal. So fireball, make a deck save. Fireball against your own fireball.
I fail?
You take full damage from your
He
fireball.
gets the full heals.
This is true.
I gain 33 health?
This is true.
Your little parasite boy did nothing.
This is true. I am aware.
Does Fireball just have like an ever increasing cap, or does he gain temp HP when he like heals above max?
He when he heals above max, he gains nothing. No, he can heal to his maximum.
I'm gonna say he must be like redlining in terms of health at the moment, surely.
Okay, is that Fireball's turn?
Yeah, that's Fireball's turn.
Kato, you are not stunned.
No, I'm not.
There's an enemy.
I get to there. Actually, sorry, I don't get to there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna become an Animorph.
Oh, which Animorph?
I'm trying to decide that.
For reference, when I'm screaming bloody murder in Ignin,
It just sounds like intense fire.
do any of the scientists react?
You roll me an insight check.
Five.
They don't seem to react to you.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna become an air elemental.
Sure.
I'm just gonna keep with my actual picture because I don't have a picture on the air elemental yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I am going to. Come on, stupid things. Work. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this page to work for me again. I zoom all the way over to here.
Fair enough.
And then. And then I get to slam twice into the bad guy.
You
So
hit
a 26 and a 13.
You miss.
So 13 bludgeoning damage as this whirlwind passes through his space and tries to fuck him up.
Yeah, you fuck him up.
I think I should. Can you make me a size bigger?
Yes, because they are large.
Oh.
Sec. There you go. Snackaroo!
Full movement, including having to squeeze the door into here.
A wall? Ah, right there. These guys, you see, this guy picks up a little bit of data, then disappears off the table. This guy finishes a download and then disappears. This guy finishes gathering a weird tank of something and then disappears. It seems they all teleported away, or were teleported away by something. Ratatatata.
Ratatatatatatatata runs over here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Runs here, because then it's flanking. Bop. Should have been advantage, so I'll just roll that one again. Ooh,
16 then.
16, yes.
16 hits,
Bop.
does 9 damage, is relatively hit.
Second bop, 17, 18. How does nasty thing look?
So, okay, it's gotta make a con save. Which it fails and dies.
Oh, thank God, no key points.
I have a few left, and that's it.
Ben Oren runs in, last of the initiative order.
Hey, I just magically regained 3 key points.
Because the rat put its brain pick in and then remembered, oh yeah, I have those.
Oh yeah, I'm level 11, not 8.
When you look into this large chamber, you notice a lot of smashed cloning pods.
Fireball?
Are they all smashed?
Everyone is smashed.
Can I
You
go
also
and...
notice a lot of like. It looks like a battle took place here. There are lots of singe marks all over the place. There are bullet casings here, there, and everywhere. A few grenades. A lot of black goop. Some familiar-looking. Well, it looks like some brains are lying around here and there. They don't look like... Actually, roll me nature if you want to know what kind of brains they are. Fireball, they look like, hippo brains. Like humanoid hippo brains.
Of all the times, Colt. Of all the
Colt-
times.
Colt knows that those are humanoid hippo brains.
Ooh. Just grimaces.
Fireball.
Just like knocks one finger on one of the tanks, goes, I guess this is where they were making those hippo guys. I guess.
Fire. Can Fireball come over and have a look at this? Is this just an intercom or something?
That is... It seems to be a panel. It has lots of, like, data about... give me an intelligence check. Just flat int.
14?
It seems to provide various amounts of data on the, like, condition of test subjects. Mostly just talking about, like, problems they've overcome, a couple of things like that.
Okay.
It currently also has a reading that, like, critical failure pod breached at the bottom.
Hmm. This big valve here,
Uh-huh.
does it have any labels on it or next to it?
It is not labeled. Nothing in here seems to be labeled. You assume that all the people who worked in this room, like, either knew how all of this equipment worked or made this equipment themselves.
Okay. Are there any doors other than this one?
There looks to be these double doors, and these double doors into the next room, or a single door over here.
Where's the single door? Oh, over there. Fireball will go up to Kato and say Fireball.
Neither of those people are Kato. There you go. Who's a big wind elemental.
Fireball!
Oh, I just realised if we turn into a fire elemental, they could actually talk.
Yeah, sadly, I don't have the fire elemental stats. I've had the air elemental, plus I wanted to move fast.
Yeah.
Fireball!
I would like to start smashing electrical equipment.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Sure. Roll some. It's fine. It takes you a couple minutes to like destroy basically all the computers in this room, but it can be done.
I'll go over to Colt and say fireball, and then look as if I want to sit down for a bit.
You found something, but little buddy?
Fireball.
Colt, roll me a perception check.
Perceptione. Boop. 15.
You vaguely hear some noises coming from over there, like behind this door.
What, this one in the top corner?
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like some footsteps.
Right. Just before I carry on with that, is this a pod or is this just like a big, like, circular thing on the floor?
It looks like a large amount of fluid contained behind glass.
Is that like...
Examining the pods closer, each pod is filled with this fluid, but is now empty of them. It's just the bottom that has that fluid pooled up in.
So this has like a pane of glass over the top?
It does have a pane of glass over the top.
Yeah. Quarterstaff. Gently, tink 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 on the glass.
The glass is fine.
Nothing stirs in the liquid.
No.
UK. Can I hear anything more now that I'm closer to the door?
You hear some exchanges of like laser fire and a couple of like explosions and stuff.
Colt will gesture to everyone, just like a hand gesture of this way or come here. Like, if the guys in here can't see, then at least Oren will see it and can like relay that. I don't want to go shouting it, you know what I mean?
Fireball.
Once I've smashed everything, I'll come in here and see what's going on with my smashing power.
Ooh, there's lots of glass in here.
Yeah, Colt will say to Kato quietly, "It's alright, everything's already smashed up in here." Oh, yeah, right.
You hear it when Kato tries to talk back. All you hear is like a gust of wind.
Yeah, you gets the gust of wind and it's like, oh, yeah.
Just gonna keep smashing just in case there's more things that can be smashed.
Gives you a thumbs up. Nice one.
Waiting for you to find us a way out of here.
Fireball.
Alright, we'll come back and say quietly to everyone, I can hear fighting on the other side of those doors in the corner. Maybe that's the way forward.
Oh. Oh.
Fireballs first.
Fireball.
You enter into the room.
Where are we
It
going?
is a
Top left.
small chamber that has another door immediately after.
Yeah, Colt will hear the doors open, see Fire will go through and go, oh, this is happening.
Fireball.
You go into the next chamber immediately.
Fireball.
You enter into the next chamber. Seems to be an area that leads to a staircase.
Fireball.
Is this as bloodied and blown up as before?
This area isn't. You notice some like charred footprints and stuff. Opening this corridor, starting about here, you just see like pools of black liquid mixed with blood and char.
Fireball.
Looking down this corridor seems to be filled with like blaster bolt, char, various amounts of like black goop and lots of blood.
When you say blaster bolts, do you mean like turrets, or do you mean like the blasters are just like on the floor, disarmed, or are
No,
they
no,
like rigged
it's
to go
blaster
off?
bolt shot. It's as if you know that blaster bolts have been fired here and like stuff has went down.
Ah, right. So it's
Corpse
part of the.
marks
It's
are all over
still
the place.
part of the gun, and there's like blaster bolt like markings on the floor,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the wall. Sorry.
Various bits of people and weaponry and clothes are there.
Fireball?
Uh, that is a. Oh, that's hiding things again. That is a small storage cupboard.
Is everything in here made of wood?
You hear fighting coming from up here. There's some wooden boxes in there, some metal stuff. Oh, Kato's straight up. Okay.
I'll set everything on fire in here.
Sure. Kato, scroll up. Because there's another staircase for you to come out of.
I will then follow up here.
This guy will follow you. Rasta?
Yeah, following.
Alright. Who's going first? You hear fighting coming from behind the door.
Fireball.
Is our windy boy going first?
I make wind noises.
Okay.
And I blow through the door.
And reveal this, and you will also see into here because you see one of those boys firing outwards. You immediately see Steve's body surrounded by a bunch of those things' bodies. It seems that he had a bunch of grenades strapped to him, and then he ran out into a crowd of them.
Well,
He
when
died
you're
as he
immortal.
would have liked to live. And now he'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yep. And then he can do it again.
You also see those two fighting. Is currently fighting this big boy, and there's a Constantine who is behind cover shooting at this thing, who is also behind cover firing laser blasts.
Okay.
There are multiple Constantine and those psionic soldier magic people's bodies littering the floor.
Need us to roll initiative?
I would like that. That would be handy.
You would like that, but do you need that?
Why? Oh, why have my rolls sucked so hard?
I would need it, unless you guys don't want to, and then like they can just act and you could do nothing, I suppose. If you want that, Andrew.
No, I'm not allowed to do that. God said no.
God did say no. Well, it's not God that said no.
God
Friends
damn, cool,
inside
you're,
you.
For
you're
instance,
finally doing well.
The thing inside you said no.
don't blame that.
You knew the risks. You knew that at some point you might have
Cheese, Gromit.
to do stuff with your life.
Cheese, Gromit.
And then Constantine.
So just for ease, I'm just gonna put myself on the stairs.
Okie dokie. Boopity boop. You up first, lightning, you boy.
Lightning
You
McQueen.
many a fight occurring.
Well-
And what's left of the assault force?
In a flash of light, we'll go and intercept this thing, seeming to be the biggest, baddest thing in the room, and it's fighting Boss Man.
Does seem
Ple-
pretty big and bad.
Please get stunned. I have so little key left. And even though that this is like on a grating, goddamn. Even though that this is on like a raised area, not only would Onslaught give me the movement to get up there, but I'm also going to use like the wall run to like jump off like this wall and like leap up onto it and end it with like an elbow drop into the top of its head, and that just passes.
Fair enough.
And start going Mudabuna on it.
You notice that the lightning seems less effective than you thought it would be against this thing.
Even though the other ones it was more effective.
Yes. Although you do notice that your bludgeoning damage seems slightly more effective. against the-
One more con save.
Sure. Cool.
Ah. Nope. And there. So the rest of my turn is action surge to keep hitting, but I'm going to use my last key point for flurry of blows. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Attack, 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 attack.
Cool.
Although the damage rolls were a bit rubbish-like.
You did a fair chunk of damage, considering all of your bludgeoning was like,
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's Colt emptying the last of like the really big stuff that he's got saved up, just laying in big as hard a hit as he can.
Okay, it's now that thing's turn, and it ain't too happy that something's just mooted it in the face.
A living lightning strike just hit it.
It's not best pleased by all of that.
It's having a bit of a could you not moment.
So it's gonna try and tentacle you. Con and strength, please. Oh, and intelligence. 3 boys this time.
And wisdom. And charisma.
No wisdom. Con, strength. You take half of that psychic damage.
So
you,
8.
a little parasite burrows inside you, and you're not grappled.
Please, sir, can I take the damage instead?
Yeah. I'd rather have the damage.
I'd rather take some.
I'd rather be grappled, quite frankly. Can I swap my strength and intelligence saves?
Let's see where it burrows into you. Ooh. Well, you've got.
Ah, right up the ass.
What's this? It goes in your left arm. And then it's gonna throw some laser beams at the air elemental. Do those hit air elemental? Is air elemental here?
Doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. No. I'll just roll that damage and then tell Graham that if an 18 hits, he takes a bunch of damage.
Hey, upside. Yes, you're
Oh,
getting attacked.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, an 18 hits an
Then
elemental.
you take 46 radiant damage.
Yep. 46 damage, cool.
And then it is ratatatata.
Ratatatatatatatata. Ratatata-yatata.
Yata.
Okay, so use snacks, mount movement to get in, and then I will help.
Sure.
One Punch Man. 25. Don't know why
Gonna
that's an
hit.
advantage. Oh, because I'm flanking anyways.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to check Colt's actual hit to hits, and the 14 misses.
Sorry, what?
Your last attack was a 14 to hit, and that missed. This guy.
No, it wasn't. It was a. Where's it gone? My last attack. Oh shit! Yeah. Right. Never mind. I mean, you're the one doing the damage calc, so.
This is true. So yeah, the 16 hits, and that looks very painful to this thing.
Uno more. Yee!
Hang on, it.
Wait, what? But does the crit did
No,
less than the non-crit?
The first attack kills it.
But why did the crit do less than the non-crit?
So I'd like you and Colt to make me some dexterity saves, plus.
Hello, I'm back.
23. 23.
Yeah, well, someone else who's
Black-
got to make one.
Black goop gets everywhere.
Ah, the prophecy.
But we all jump out of it, I assume.
But you all dupe it. And then it is this boy's turn, assuming that's all the rat is gonna do. Is that
Actually,
all
I suppose I can keep going.
Sure.
Move over here, and I can at least do 3 more attacks. Oh wait, so technically that really shit critical was on this guy.
Yeah. You notice that this guy takes much less damage from that attack.
Stupid crit.
But you know, the crit still hurts.
It shouldn't be. Okay, so only that one hits.
Cool.
Then, as usual, I guess I'll move around it. So at least if it's attacking the rat, it might aim away from party members with AoE, which it's not likely to use.
Is that what rat do?
That do what rat is.
Cool. It's now these boyos who are not best pleased about Big Boy going down. So they are going to first it's this boy who just got attacked by a rat, so he's going to try and laser the rat. Actually, he's gonna do one of these boys against the rat, which I assume
10
is-
tickles. 14 is my exact AC.
Oh damn. Oh well, strength and con.
Yay! My AC is awful.
Not as bad as mine.
What's yours?
13.
Okay. Strength, nice.
Mine's
Con,
15.
not as nice.
A rat-sized tadpole thing enters the rat's.
Shadowy body?
Yeah,
And it's like,
shadowy body.
we're Brian. I'm wearing it as a
No.
hat.
Now it's time.
I love how in theory
Oh.
this just doesn't affect the rat. The rat just cannot be affected by this anymore.
There now kind of needs to be a roll from another thing, which
Oh.
has to do a thing.
Also, elemental can't be affected. Currently.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So the thing is like wobbling around, and like it it kind of just gets thrown away by the rat's weird. Like a shadowy thing comes from the rat's back and just throws the little tadpole away.
Begone, thought.
Can I be affected by those?
You also cannot know because you don't have brain and you're not mechanical in any way. You don't have a physical body, and neither does the rat, and currently neither does Kato.
So let's just say, just cold.
It's kind
Just
of
me.
just cold, yeah. And Ben Orn, and
Who cares about him though?
well, you know, he's a boy. He's getting to put him on the initiative order. Then he's gonna throw some laser eyes at Kato, big elemental boy. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 15.
And the 14 misses. You take an extra 9 radiant, and then it's this guy up here who's gonna attack the psychic boy, and he's gonna do is slap him with this, and so the psychic boy needs to make his strength and con. Okie dokie. Still takes damage. Psychic boy takes some damage. And then he's gonna throw a couple more lasers at you, elemental of air boy. You take damage, 29 radiant. And that is the end of their respective turns. And then it's... You are... Who is going to... Zippity zap? A bunch. And that is gonna be enough to murderize after he does it one more time. Definitely murderize that guy. And definitely murderizes the other guy. Cool. And combat is done.
Fireball bursts in and casts fireball on everyone.
But
Colt approaches you are. So you said you get Ben Owen said you guys are like expert mind flare hunters. What do you do about this? Points to the hole in his arm.
He is going to cut your arm off.
Oh great, this again.
alright, Croc, now just... Uh-oh.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, Colt now just damn it.
You are
He's
gonna
in space.
You are gonna take damage.
Yep, just get this over with.
The elemental
take-
winks at you that he can reincarnate you if that helps.
You take 25 damage as he cuts your arm off.
Does
And a little wriggly boy pops out of your arm, which he proceeds to laser to death.
I was gonna say Colt's gonna like pull out his quarterstaff with his other arm and smash it, but I guess lasers will get there first.
Okay.
Do you need your wound cauterized?
If DM will allow it, Colt's just gonna go, no, I got a thing, and just like palm strikes down on the shoulder, and like the bleeding just like stops as all the muscle around that area tenses up. You cool with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Colt thinking, I'd rather do this rather than like be set on fire. That hurt enough already. Picks up his own arm. I'll sort this out later.
That's a problem for future you.
Problems for later. Look, turns to you are. Last time it was my leg. Oh no, actually turns on to Ben Oren. See, told you. Except last time it was my leg.
I Fireball will walk over to Steve and prod him slightly.
You said it was me left arm, is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
You can't. You can no longer wield two-handed weapons. You can only hold a single object at a time.
Until this gets like reattached somehow.
And you might take some other penalties for other things, but otherwise are unaffected. But yes, other than those things. You poking Steve. Are you 1 sec? I'll find Steve. Steve actually I think needs to roll a thing. Oh, I know. Steve's just dead for a while.
Give him like 10 minutes.
It'll take. You can roll me Arcana, anyone, to figure out if they know when revenants usually come back to life.
16?
Fireball, you think it'll take. You're not quite sure, but you know it takes them a while.
Fireball will go around into here and open this door.
It is a. Small. And the reveal tool refuses to work again. It is a small room where you presume they store, like, when they have people around, sometimes they store their, like, more dangerous equipment and stuff. In here, it seems to be empty at the moment.
Ah, like the spiked baseball bats.
Then mentions we have a bit of a problem before anyone goes outside.
Lawrence rushing at the encounters.
If I use... Oh, okay. Does Fireball go outside?
No.
Do you just take like a little peek outside?
Yeah, just like the tiniest of peaks.
Okay. Let's just reveal. Boop. You like peek around the door, because these doors are actually physical doors that you would open and close on your own. You peek around and you see a large robot.
Large robot doing the Fortnite dance.
Yeah. UR says if I use anything like me, he's a big spaceship and will shell us. If we stay here much longer.
Fireball?
Do you know anyone who can like get us off this planet? Also, he's recently developed a massive mech.
Whoosh.
Fireball.
Snacks.
Wind.
Squeak,
Wind,
squeak.
wind. Snacks. Ben Oren's like, I can't use my high level runaway magic because I've used my spell slots on murder.
Yeah, we've burnt up a lot in this conflict.
Whoosh. Wind. Whoosh.
In that case, we should probably like hunker down low in the base. So when he'll probably pick up the mech and then shell our position from orbit. If we go to the bottom of the base, we might be safe.
Fireball?
Whoosh, fire, whoosh,
I
whoosh.
will take your
Gust,
word
whoosh.
for it on that.
He then
I have
picks
no
up.
experience with big space weapons.
He then picks up this guy, and heads back to the bottom of the base.
Gust, whoosh, 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 gust, whoosh.
Fireball!
All of his little friends will accompany him.
Fireball.
Hope being the fastest, or probably the fastest, knows he can like catch up. He's just gonna quickly investigate this room.
Oh, that room. It's just it's just an office. It seems it has a log of like comings and goings of various people.
Right. You'll not think anything of that. Then.
It
Where
does.
have we ended up?
You do notice a couple of names. It notes that like a few of your party members have been here before.
Yeah, so like Croc and Kato's name will turn up. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Colt's name would be on there because he did turn up at one point.
This is true.
Any other names that like might jump out at him?
Ben Oren's name comes up a few times. It comes up once at the same time as everyone else, and then like a day or two later, and then a couple more times after that.
So after we dropped us off on Space Australia, he came back here. Not that any of us couldn't put two and two together about that.
Whoosh, gust, whoosh.
Squeeze.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Quickly
Can
turns
fire-
around and like zips back.
Fireball would like to come and talk to this scientist.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can Fireball find any look through the books quickly to see if there's a... No, actually, since we might be down here for a while, you'll look through all the books, looking at the titles. Looking for any that specifically stand out. Specifically ones about fireballs and other fire-related magic. Fireball.
There are various books, but you think that picking them up would, burn them. You see a couple that you think might be useful, like there's some that talk about advanced magic and stuff, or magic theory. There's a couple that talk about like advanced, like there's a good one about explosives and weaponry. Also, wandering back through the base, you come through a couple of rooms that you know of and stuff about, like there.
Can I take and pile all the books in the center of the room, and then just set them on fire?
You can burn all of the books, yes. You also so.
Especially this book that I presume is very expensive.
It's just open. You can burn that book.
Yeah.
So Fireball, that's the Library Ablaze.
I'm sure.
I'm not letting.
I'm sure they'd be so upset that you've set fire to the books in the place they're about to nuke.
You hear essentially a large series of blasts and explosions from above you. And an incredibly large collapsing noise. After a little while, it takes an hour or two, but eventually you hear another very large collapsing noise and rubble come through here.
Presumably,
this top bit.
Yeah.
presumably we've had a short rest by this point.
You could have short rested by now if you want.
Well, I will not be a giant anymore then.
And then the shelling, you see some dust start coming from the ceiling, but after a while it stops. You stop hearing like laser sounds, and you guys are essentially free to take a rest.
Uh,
A long, long one.
I'm gonna get smaller again and become me again so I can rest and get my stuff back. But also, yeah, like Kate was like he was trying to say, like I was trying to ask, was it be possible for us to go back through the portal again to the other side while the explosions were going off to be safe and then come back through afterwards?
Yeah, I suppose. But
Sorry, I was
Without-
elemental. You couldn't understand me.
We can't we do that now? I mean, that's not the bit that got bombed.
that's true. We can stay in a nice place and sleep on beds instead of on.
And they'll
like,
think we're dead, right?
beds. Yeah, that's true. Do you like throw the mirror?
Yeah,
the
I'll
floor
give them the
for-
mirror.
Cool. A portal forms, not there, fireball, but in that room, and you are all free to return to the other dimension.
And then rest for a bit.
Have the long sleep.
Thanks.
And have a big old naparoo.
Ah, comfortable reverse world.
Oh man, reverse world's so much better than our world. Why can't we just stay in reverse world?
Right, except you all come out like in this room.
I say that only because we've only met the good people who the bad people who are now reversed to be good, and not the good people who are reversed to be bad.
Yeah, but Colt will also remind you. You remember that great big pile of ash that we teleported here into? That was Space Australia. That was home. It's like under a pile of ash now. In this universe.
Kato breaks down in tears thinking about all the goblins that died.
Yeah, Kato remembers that, according to Ben Oren, all of the goblins on Space Australia must have been wiped out when it was colonized in this dimension, like, literally hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back to where we actually belong, where that hasn't happened. Like, comforts you, patting on the back and that.
Yeah, the planet's
I wanna
only
go
been
back- I wanna
completely
go back to-
killed.
Well, you don't really know what's happened to Space Australia in this world.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, there's some echoes going on.
Sorry.
But yes, you don't really know what's happened to Space Australia in this world, in the other world, other than the last time you saw it, it was covered in a big black ball of doom.
That is a thing. Hey, Ben Oren, you are. I don't suppose you have medics in this facility, in your facility. Waves his arm at them.
Yeah, we have like a healing chamber.
So you can sort
Can-
this.
Can your healing chamber reattach my friend's arm?
that's what I'm asking.
Or do you have any sort of arm replacement technology?
Or if we give you enough time to make with the magics.
We could make you a prosthetic arm. And I could probably get that done. He's gonna excuse himself to start working on this arm.
Who said it was that you are?
UR is gonna start working on an arm.
Colt is going to go with you are because he thinks, okay, if he's going to do that, I'm going to have to explain to him what key is. Where did he go? In his other room?
It's large room.
It's like magic, but no one calls it magic.
Like magic, but like magic doesn't work on it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And like, oh, well, you actually want me to like fully explain? He goes, well, you won't be able to sense it, but it's almost like it's a type of magic, an energy source that is drawn from my environment, It only happens when I meditate, and it only can be controlled through total control of the mind and the body. I don't suppose your technology would be able to connect to my. I suppose it would be bloodstream or nervous system that would control it, so that you channel it through the mechanics.
I'm gonna make you a prosthetic arm. He says.
Just put a taser in the hand. That's close enough.
I can put some gizmos in it if you want. I don't know about all this key stuff though. I can what do you want in your new arm? I could put a flamethrower in it. Or a taser.
Court will just go, well, my main gimmick is this, and clenches his fist and he shows off the lightning ability. He goes, I got this from an accident a long time ago. And he like refers to the scar on his right arm, which you would recognize as that's like if he has any kind of like medical ability, he'd know that he's been hit by an actual lightning bolt, and that's like the scar that's been burned into his arm. Because I was caught in a storm, used a grappling hook and was struck by lightning, and ever since then, I could do this. Just lightning like crackling up his arm. If the robotic arm can still do this, then I should be fine.
Should be able to handle that. But do you want like any other cool stuff in your arm, like a grappling hook or a
cup holder?
Like, yeah. We can put some gizmos in your arm.
Now that you mention it, we do keep coming across these mind flare creatures a lot. You're going to need defense mechanisms against those tadpoles that you could put in.
Well, we've just encountered them for the first time, but
Vernoin said your guys were expert mind flare hunters.
Yeah, but those things were definitely not normal mind flares.
So do you have like a base that you can start with and then work from there? That's how I train people. We start with the basics and build ourselves up.
We're having our science team crunch the numbers right now to see what we might be able to do about all of this.
Sounds fair.
I'm not sure I can put anything in your arm that'll make you immune to the tadpole. I can put various gadgets in your arm, but I can't really do anything like that. Just let me know if you want any weapons or anything installed into your arm.
That's the things, I don't really use them. These are my weapons. Makes a fist. Holds up his other arm. Well, puts his other arm down actually because he can't hold it up and just makes a fist. And he goes, "This is largely what I use." That's
fair. If you just want a normal prosthetic arm, I can do that too. It'll be ready by tomorrow.
Very well.
Yeah, Ben Oren's gonna go to his room, have a nap. This guy's gonna head upstairs into a restricted area, and he's gonna put him on a surgical bed in this other room, so Steve can wake up in some amount of comfort when he eventually comes back to life. Are you guys gonna take a long rest? What's Constantine gonna do?
Constantine is also long resting, but will be giving everyone information on exactly what's been happening.
Oh, cool. Then a scientist is gonna ask you about stuff if you're willing to talk.
Yeah, Constantine will be going through everything he remembers from the Constantine hive mind for the entire time.
I'm interesting. He's got a lot of questions about how those mind flare things work and stuff. And yeah, he'll just ask you a bunch of stuff. Because it'll help with future research on this RU character. But yes. You guys can take a long rest.
Does any bad crack happen with my health because of having been down an arm, or is it just usual, go back to full? Especially since getting a prosthetic later.
You are fine. When you wake up, RU is pretty ready to just hand you this prosthetic arm. he attaches it to you. Give me a con save.
Ouch.
You he's like, okay, now I'm gonna attach the nerves. 3, 2, 1, and then he twists a small nozzle on the side of the arm.
And I take it
and
absolutely next.
you feel immense pain. Fall prone, clutching your arm, but then you're fine.
Oh, that was absolute hell. That was worse than getting actually cut off, actually.
It's like, right, that should be good. You are now capable of doing all the things I said you weren't capable of doing before.
He will be trying it out by doing like shadowboxing and like his usual martial arts routine of various like combo practice and movement mimicry and things like that.
Yeah.
Just to see how it feels and how it flows and if he can use his key with it still.
Okay, give me a wisdom save. Actually, just roll me a wisdom check, just flat wisdom.
Sorry, that was a save. Flat wisdom. 23.
Yeah, everything feels pretty fine. You get to terms with this very quickly. You sort of accept it as your proper arm. Your key seems to, you can channel lightning through it just like your normal arm. The shadow boxing and stuff feels pretty natural.
He will reorientate his gi so that half of it sags off of his right side, so it's still showing the lightning arm, but the left side has the sleeve on, and then he obviously has his lightning glove that he puts over it, so it's kind of like a freaking Luke Skywalker type situation.
Yeah.
So the whole left side's covered up, but it is cybernetic underneath, but the glove's covering it, so it just looks and feels normal. He's like, I'm gonna leave it this way until I get used to it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Sounds weird, but I prefer the old one better. Guess I'll have to break it in.
Don't push yourself too hard. Yeah, there might be a little bit of adjustment time while you getting to terms of things.
Old tears, don't push yourself, and then internal monologue goes, I'm gonna.
Fair
Kind of what I do, but that's internal monologue. You can't hear that unless you can read minds. Starts punching faster, throwing out more faster punches and kicks.
He cannot, but we'll leave you to your business, for he has an army to rebuild.
Fair enough.
He's very busy.
Fair enough. As he walks away, Colt will actually call back and go, "Thank you, by the way."
Yeah, just keep
awesome.
at it.
Goes back to punching some more.
Ben Oren returns and says, "Hey, so I can cast my high level teleportation magic again. So if you guys want to go back to your dimension, and then I can just teleport. I can teleport you guys wherever you want to go." Or we can fly somewhere in my ship and go out there.
Oh, you say you can teleport us back to our world, but where? Physically.
Well, we could just go to the surface or back to or we can do it here. I think the bottom floor should still be intact unless they've continued to bombard it. But we can go to the surface, open a portal there, or we can fly my ship somewhere and then you guys can open a portal there. But if we go to the surface of the planet, we can all go through and I can just teleport you to wherever you need to go.
Yeah, that's the thing, is on the planet we were on, it was covered in a murky blackness, which is what brought us here in the first place.
Yeah.
Is there any way of checking if that's still a thing?
Is this on Space Australia?
Yes.
We're not on Space Australia.
Oh, I thought you meant
we
fly back to Space Australia.
We can take you anywhere you want. I mean, we can fly back to Space Australia if that's where you want to go. And you can check, I believe, through the mirror. See if everything's okay there. Do you want to go back to Space Australia?
Looks to Kato.
Kato looks very confused.
Kato, where do you want to go?
Well, I want to go recover Croc.
Sure, we can go try and find Croc.
I miss my best friend.
So if we go to the surface here, get in your ship, you can transport your ship to our world as well?
I don't think I can transport my ship to your world. The
'Cause
portal seems too
Yeah,
small. for
Yeah,
ships.
because my worry is getting from here to Space Australia to recover Croc without having to deal with that, i.e. the means by which we were transported here in the first place.
So yeah, could we fly to Space Australia, stand on Space Australia, create the portal, and step through?
Yeah. Hang on. If we go to your dimension, I think I might be able to locate Croc. And then we can fly to him. Or teleport to him. Hopefully he's not in a dangerous place. We can see when we get there. So do you guys just want to fly to Space Australia?
That's the best option we have. To transport our world and then fly there. Or first one, then the other. As long as we're not actually physically on the planet.
Cool. We'll gather you guys all up. You go back onto the ship. Takes you about 3 days to get to Space Australia. Or the reverse Space Australia anyway.
So, it's not down under anymore. It's up over. All the best jokes. Look at how many snack scissors there are. No!
These are the lucky boys.
Oh yeah, also that's a thing, the goblins were here.
Yeah. I mean the goblins were on the ship.
Yeah.
They didn't go with you into the dangerous RU area.
Oh yeah, that's totally fair enough.
They stayed where it was safe. But yes. So you're back on Space Australia in the anti-dimension weird place. Do you open a portal? Kato?
I can't. Sorry, I couldn't hear you there a minute. What was that?
Do you open a portal to regular dimension that you guys all came from?
Sure. How bad is it?
When you look through, you actually notice that there's no structures or any form of civilization. It looks like just natural.
So better.
There's a lot. You think it's better. There's a lot of just.
Paul is looking at the mirror and he's just.
animals.
Cold's looking at the mirror and he's just pulling that sort of like. Yeah? Kind of face. Like, you know, that where it's like not a smile, it's like. The mouth is down, but he's like nodding, like, yeah? Like eyebrows raised.
As the occasion. Oh, you do look around a bit more though, and you see a bunch of those. You see those. Actually, no, you'll remember these guys. You know those mountain goblins and their dinosaurs and crocodiles? You see a bunch of them lying on the field. You bet.
Oh, you cut out there, Joseph.
Yeah,
Let me
you cut up
recognise those.
completely.
Do you remember the mountain goblins and the dinosaurs and
Yeah.
crocodiles? and
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah.
They are kind of just paced on the floor, like a
Mm.
little ways away. But
Well-
other than that,
I suppose
It
we can give them a
seemed-
proper burial.
it seems nice.
Let's create a portal and move through and see if we can find our buddy.
Very well. Boopity 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 beep.
Beep bop boop, skibbity boop bop bop.
Over here.
Ah, back to Hellscape.
Back to Hell Dimension.
So many doubles.
But is all the black purpley stuff still here though?
Nope. Completely gone.
It's just tore up all of the buildings and structures. It's all
Yeah, it seems
kind of just
mo-
like flat land.
Everything
seems-
is past, right? We're all right.
It's like
Yeah.
eerily quiet.
It seems very nature around these parts. It's like you hear a lot of animals and stuff.
Oh
Yeah, I
well,
was
at
gonna
least,
say,
at least
is
there's
there
animals.
forest? Is there still forest where there was forest before?
Yeah?
Awesome. So it's just a building structures that we really weren't using anyway. I take it the ship's gone.
You don't see any sort. Yeah, the ship is also gone.
Ah, we put a lot of work into that. Shot it down and everything. Oh well.
And then. Boppity boppity ba.
Fuck!
A ship land.
Uh-oh.
And out of it comes this boy, who's
It's your
like,
best
"Oh,
friend!"
I've been looking for you guys everywhere. Oh, it's been such a And then he notices the other him.
Just thumbs
Fireball.
up.
Awkward.
Fireball? Fireball.
Oh,
Fireball?
Hey, are you the dragon that we were talking about and that we gave the simulacrum to that guy who paid us?
yeah.
No hard feelings about trying to capture you, right? We kind of just wanted money and the simulacrum worked.
Well, you dismantled my criminal empire, but to be honest, in a just fragile state as the galaxy currently is, I think we can let bygones be bygones.
Fireball?
If you're willing to not try and kill us again, we are willing to let all of the problems of the past go.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Fireball will speak Ignian to him. Can you understand me?
He just says, "Oh, good fire."
Goes to pet and then
Fireball.
realizes it's fire.
Yeah. Also, he brings out this guy's corpse. He's like, "Yeah, I came here a while ago for this guy, and he like tried to kill me." He seemed very angry.
Yeah, he seemed to blame us for some problem that he caused.
Well, dead now. I didn't kill him though. He just seemed like he burned. He seemed like all the magic had left his body. Very weird.
Did you happen to see a crocodile floating anywhere? Like a big humanoid crocodile, you know.
Called Croc.
He's called Croc. Second
Croc,
name
Might
Dundee.
being above the cloud layer.
I
did have a-
can figure out where Croc is if you give me a second. And this guy's also just like, he was going to like, he was going rifling through like a bag of holding, and then as soon as that guy says it, he just stops and just closes his bag of holding.
Can Fireball try and just burn this dead guy's body?
You try and burn it, but it seems that as you produce magical fire, when your fire touches his body, it instantly just extinguishes. It seems that this guy is now like a tear in magic. It's very strange.
He is physical anti-magic.
Is there any spare, like, dry sticks lying about?
Yeah.
Can I grab, like, a decently sized one, set it on fire, then put it on him so he will catch fire?
You do that, but he doesn't really seem to catch.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to shoo him away. Go, no. We should make sure that he's ready for burning first. And he's actually gonna like go rifling through, see if he's got anything. Either you're gonna be useful in the future, or anything that's like valuable, or anything that, we probably shouldn't be burning or casting fireball on.
You find a stone that looks like it used to be magical. It currently has runes on it that no longer, like, it has runes carved into it that you would guess used to glow but no longer do. He just seems, other than that, he doesn't seem to have anything else very useful. But after a while, this guy comes back out of his ship and he says, okay, so like I checked on Croc. He's currently like playing on his phone in space.
Fireball?
Sounds like Croc. You may want to check that gravity's normal anywhere near him, because he's got this thing that changes gravity and it's not great.
I can't really check that. Unfortunately, it's more I see where he is and I can use star charts to figure out like his location, but I can't really check which way gravity is oriented.
That's perfectly reasonable as a statement.
I mean, if he's playing on his little communication device, can you not like use that to communicate to him? Calm down, it's safe.
I
Does Kate have a phone?
I was going to say I'm talking to Ben Oren here because Colt doesn't have one.
Kato doesn't have a phone. Colt doesn't have a phone. Ben is like, I tried calling him, but it seems his number's blocked. I can try again. Maybe the ship's phone might be a little stronger.
He has a troll voicemail.
Fireball pulls out a phone and calls Croc.
You don't have his number.
That's not a thing.
The call just gets redirected when he tries to call him.
Fireball?
Not Fireball. When Ben Warren tries to call him, Fireball doesn't know a phone.
Fireball. You'll see this. He keeps saying this to Ben Oren. Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
Well, if you know where he is, like outside the atmosphere, are you not able to just fly up to him? Like, either physical dragony form or with the ship, either or.
I guess we could go and find him.
I mean, that's one of the main reasons we came back.
Let's all hop aboard the ship. Other Ben Oren's like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just head back through Paul.
We should let you go home, and then I'll take the mirror. And if you want to, like, can you contact me through the mirror?
I don't really know a way of well, I can like figure out where you are in your universe, and then I can go to that place, and then I can like I can try and get your attention through the mirror.
Okay.
Better nothing.
Yeah, I'll try and remember to look through the mirror every like couple hours just in case.
Sure. See you around.
See you later.
Why? You go see her.
Non-evil Ben Oren.
I mean, technically, this one's not evil now, is he? He kind of is, but he's on our side, so...
Being on our side does not make someone not evil.
He's evil,
yeah.
But at least he's on your team.
We had Steve for a long time.
Well,
Fireball will go onto the ship.
Well, as my sensei
Do the
What?
fire alarms go off? Sorry.
Alright, you go, you finish your bit.
Do the fire alarms go off when Fireball goes onto this new ship?
They don't, because other Benoran looked at you, went onto the ship, and then fixed the problem before it even started.
Okay. Sorry,
It's
Jane.
fine. I was just gonna go. Well, as my sensei used to say, sometimes it's nice to know some not so nice people.
Well, also, you can all join in on the phone conversation with Croc. So he calls him. Call gets redirected from Croc to someone else. Someone else, would you like to give message?
Okay, I don't have much credit left on the phone. I just need to let you know you need to quickly go and stop Croc because he is going to destroy one of the universes.
Fireball?
That doesn't sound like our Croc.
Get to Croc quick. I don't know what he's doing, but it may be bad.
You got it. He
Not
goes-
actually, would that be insight?
Oh no,
Like, put two and-
I've used
to
my
put two
last
and two
quarter.
together?
You can incite that if you want.
Never mind.
The
It's-
quarter is the last quarter.
He tries to insight it, and then the new arm itches. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. I have the luck ability. Never mind. I shall reroll. 18.
You think
Totally
that
forgot for a second I had that.
you think to the best of their ability, this person is telling the truth of what they think is going on.
Yeah, but I was like thinking, like inciting it to go. Hang on a minute. That 5-headed dragon lady that he summoned. What could that do? That was like the insight I was going for.
Alright, Tiamat, yeah. You think Tiamat could be an issue with this whole plan?
Could maybe be involved.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. See if Court would like put that together and go, oh, actually, like since Ben Owen's like a dragon dude, you go to him and like give him a nudge and go, so about that message. There was this one time where Croc summoned, I can only describe it as a dragon, but it had 5 heads, and each head was different colors, and it magically made all the mind flare problems go away. Do you have any idea what that is? And if it could be a problem?
He just says, yeah, that's Tiamat. I mean, we can hang on. I'll check Croc's location again because it did look like he was moving.
I mean, would that be bad as in like what that message said, level of bad?
It could be very bad. It could be. I mean, I think that. I'm not sure if that could destroy the universe. Maybe under the right circumstances.
I mean, we've just popped back in from another universe. Like, we were able to just use a mirror to like teleport from to and from.
Okay, theoretically, that could destroy the universe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Fireball?
we better get a step on this.
Yeah, we better get a hold of him.
Also, a large crystal sphere comes out of this like table control unit thing. He's like, one of you put this on and think of Croc and touch that.
Fireball!
I'll go for it.
He gives you some. It looks like a harness that would hold your eyes in place. Also, please sign this before you do that.
I can't read.
I feel like
Colt can read.
I feel like you should do a history check.
It just says it basically just says I'm not liable if you happen to lose your eyes during this procedure. Is the gist of it.
Do I recognize this from something? Is this the one that the other Ben Oren used in the other reality?
That's why I'm gonna roll history as well.
It is that Do you
It
think?
ripped out his eye.
You think it is that? Yes.
Oh well. Anything to get to Croc.
You remember that it's that. None of you fully remember. Actually, no, yeah, none of you. Actually, Constantine has to roll.
Give me a second.
Go, Constantine, who is a part of the team now.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm back, bitches.
Nice.
I lived.
One of the original party.
See,
Yeah.
this was
also
my plan
13.
all along, Graham. I'm going to make the most evil villain ever just so you could have Constantine back.
Steve, you wake up.
Okay.
The last thing you remember is like all of your all of like the people you were with were dying. You saw that a bunch of the Constantines had some like grenades on, like belts on them. You offered to like suicide explode it and kill a bunch of stuff. The last thing you remember is getting impaled and exploded by loads of tiny shards of shrapnel. And now you've just woken up on this ship.
Wow.
Fuck! Kill! I'll pull my sword out and stand up. And
Courtland's up here. Calm down, big guy. You're back on the ship. Everything's cool. You're not going to explode anymore.
Kato's gonna draw an X on the like non-liability contract and put himself in the machine.
It's just it's a crystal sphere. You need if you touch it and think of Croc.
Yep, going for it.
Make a strength save with advantage because you have the little eye thing.
Oh shit, strength.
Steve will go and lie down.
Okay, Kato, you peer through the fabric of reality, various dimensions. You feel like you can glimpse anything you want, and then your thoughts of Croc lead you to his location. It seems he's in this really fucking cool, like, fiery cave place. And it seems he's like doing a weird thing. It seems very magic. And there's a big dragon. It has 5 heads.
Okay.
And then when you like try and pull yourself out of this observation, you half do and half don't. You pull yourself out of this, and you are staring back at yourself, and also staring at the crystal sphere, as one of your eyes is now inside it. And you also take 9 damage.
That's less damage than I expected.
Would Steve have had a long rest?
Steve has had a long rest. Well, Steve has just come back to life on full hit points.
Alright.
Kato is down, clutching his face.
Would Steve have his spell slots back?
Yeah, you're like fully recovered. In every way.
Before he goes off to sleep after this happens, Steve would use 9 points of his Leon hands
Cool.
to
Kato,
help ease the pain.
you're no longer in any physical pain.
Still looking at myself and looking at what I'm looking at, and
Yes, you can now always see through the orb. The orb is also filled with other eyes that you can see from inside it. you can actually see multiple pairs of eyes that remind you very much of Ben Oren's eyes, as if he's been through this process a lot of time.
Can if I close my like eyelids over the socket where the eye used to be, does it stop me seeing?
You can always see through there, but if you close, if you close your eyelid over where your missing eye is, you can now no longer see through the sphere. Yes.
Okay, I need to get myself an eye patch stat.
He then Ben Oren says, here. He presses a button on his desk, and a prosthetic eye comes out of his desk, and he hands it to you.
Oh, do I just shove it in?
Yeah. I do this a lot.
Okay, puts it in the eye.
It's a whole lot better than what I was going to suggest. I was going to wood carve you a prosthetic, but that's be way better.
I mean, I was just gonna get an eye patch and be all like piratical.
Make a con save.
Oh god. I assume that doesn't have advantage.
No.
You are within 10 feet of Steve.
Oh, cool.
It is very painful when it attaches, but you like tough it out.
So you would have +3 to that. So 25.
It's a nat 20, mate. I don't think an extra 3 is gonna.
Thank you for making it a 25.
And now you no longer see through the eye that is in the sphere. You now have your normal vision restored. But
Thanks.
you do have one robot eye now.
I got a robot arm. You got a robot eye.
Conveniently, the robot eye can also see in infrared. It's a little button on the side.
Would either of us know what this is?
I don't know. Give me an intelligence check, just flat int. Fireball knows what that is. Kato also knows what that is.
Steve doesn't.
But yes, Kato, you can now see in infrared if you want. Well, half in infrared.
Sweet. All benefits. But yeah, I will tell everyone what I saw of our good old buddy Croc.
Cool. The ship starts blasting off incredibly fast.
Steve will say, "Let's go kill him," and Fireball will say, "Fireball."
And I
We
think
need to find out exactly what he's doing first before we do anything rash. He is our friend after all.
a good place to end the session.
Okay.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I will say, you guys did deal with the whole. You did take down like the stragglers of IU's main base, and I think that is deserving of a level up.
Does Constantine get to level up?
Constantine levels up 4 times.
Damn. I was expecting you to say 2 there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's still multiple levels behind everyone else. It's fine.
Yeah. 10th level monk. What do we
Hey,
get
a
again?
win's a win.
Thank you very much.